Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries. He's all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. This is WIT26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
45-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19, go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Touchdown, Jaguars! WIT26 with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Toss play to Robinson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Falcons hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. this return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9 here. They'll look to throw. A short throw there to Strange. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's complete. He's got Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars! Bayshore Tootin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
5 receivers in the formation here on 3rd and 2. And looking to throw, Penix. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
This 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds Tootin out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. They can't tackle it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Just shutting him off there. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 32 yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
5 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd.
Now back to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll throw with Penix. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
19 tight.
of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A play fake. Now Penix. Get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll throw now on the final play. Incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Look at 19.
They'll look to throw here. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Walker in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Penix. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again is Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now ETN to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. He's to the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. ETN. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. There he goes again. Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 3rd touchdown of the game. His 8th on the year. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. James Pierce able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. ETN up the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
19 Tiger. Take up.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
A short throw there to Strange.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
6 the Eagle.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
Pushing his way through. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
The score, Falcons 24.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This is 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass complete, Thomas.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Again, it's Robinson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
What kind of fortitude does it take to go for it on 4th down late in the 4th quarter, knowing that a turnover on downs could turn out to cost you the football game? I don't know if I could have made that call if I was down on the sideline. That's as gutsy as they come, and it may just seal them the victory.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Falcons, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles